Hey everyone, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for joining me for another Memory Planning Monday video. Check out what I'm doing in my project life this week. So the washi I chose is, I end up going with the purple stripe washi, which I don't know where that's from, and then the newer washi that's like patchwork-like came in the newest Studio Calico kit. I do want to mention I have a sinus infection at the time of doing this voiceover, so I sound like a man and I may be short-winded and have to keep pausing to cough or get a full breath. So I apologize in advance, but I had already filmed this process and I wanted to make sure to include it. So I hope you can endure hearing me sound like this. But let's get started and I will explain what I'm trying to figure out here. So I went through some of my embellishments to try to figure out what will be the little stickers and accent pieces that I use to carry out throughout each of the photos over the 2 pages. So I obviously go with the washi tape I had already mentioned, and then I end up not using those cute little puffy ice cream stickers. Those are new to me and I super love them, but they didn't really work for this spread. But never fear, I'm sure they'll get used. Y'all know my obsession with puffy stickers. The labels are from a Studio Calico sale, and then I picked up those gummy bear stickers at the same place that I got those ice cream puffy stickers. It was like a children's bookstore when we were recently out and about. And then these alphas are also from Studio Calico, and I just use them to spell out new game, and I'm going to use those at least 2 other times throughout the spreads so that there is some cohesiveness with the alphas. Same with the little stickers I choose to use. And then I also love those cardstock labels from Studio Calico. I think they were like 5 cents or something crazy during one of their mega sales. And I love these little tiny puffy stickers that Jenny Garcia got me hooked on that you can get at the Target greeting card section. And yay for me remembering to stamp my date before I put it in the pocket and move on. So small wins, right? It was a really full week. So my husband was actually away. He left Tuesday morning to go back to Washington for work. He was just there literally a month ago, but he had to go back for a training, and it was actually for a different reason. So, but it ended up being okay. At least I had my car this time. The last time I didn't because it was being fixed. But there was a really super busy day where I was thoroughly exhausted. I volunteered to chaperone a field trip for Nora way before I knew my husband was going to be going away. And also, that was the day that the 5th grade teacher could meet and talk about graduation stuff and how PTA was going to be able to help with that. So I had to stick around after school. So it was like, my husband was gone. So it was drop Nora off at school, come home, exercise, film a couple videos, go back, chaperone. Oh, actually, I didn't film. I went right back, chaperoned, stuck around at school, came back, filmed a couple videos, went back to school, picked Nora up, met with the 5th grade teacher, and then she wanted to play on the playground. Then we came home, ate dinner, and I had to go back for PTA STEAM night, which I'll get to showing those pictures in a moment. But you see that I went in and I decided to embellish with some stamps. So that smaller 3x4 stamp set is from Paper Person Shop that says enjoying. And then I reached into my stash to grab a couple of these newer puffy stickers. They're from scrapbook.com, which I am an affiliate for now, so I'd totally appreciate if you do decide to buy anything from scrapbook.com, use my link. It helps me out a little bit, and I really appreciate it. So this is a photo of Nora having a play date. That was Tuesday. I think that crazy busy school day was Wednesday or Thursday. I want to say it was Wednesday, but anyway, here I am using that cardstock and my tiny attacher to add it to the photo. And I love that I can, like, they're so big, I can cut them down to fit the picture, or I can leave them as large as they are, or I can journal on them because there's just so much room. So I think they're really versatile. This is the card that I'm going to use as sort of my quote unquote title card. I always use the 3x4 Destination Alphas. That's what these are from Heidi Swap, but I think I'm going to switch it up for the second half of the year. So when I move into, which I'm about to have to move into a second 9x12 album, which I need to purchase, I think for the second half of the year, I will be using some different alphas just because I'm realizing that these are a little bit smaller than I'd like. But they've worked so far, especially on this 3x4 card. And I should mention, I forgot to mention that most of the products I'm using are Studio Calico products, but I don't necessarily try to stick to a kit. If you guys have been watching my process videos for the last month or two, I just go by color. Often that lends itself to using things that come with a kit, but for me, I go by color, so I just go through everything. You know, since I'm using mostly Studio Calico cards, actually they're all Studio Calico cards, I'll go look at the embellishments that go with Studio Calico. But you can see here I'm looking through my stash. Really, I'm just shuffling through my stash to see what could possibly work. I love the color of that like citron green on that chipboard piece that I've been wanting to use forever from an Allie Edwards story kit from last year. I think it's from Awesome, the Awesome story kit. And then I decided to use that little asterisk, and that was it. I kept it really simple. Um, the colors are unexpected too this week. Like, I was definitely inspired by this 3x4 card kit. It was, or not 3x4, it's the Documenter kit from Studio Calico. I think it was the Grove collection, which I really like. It's definitely got some retro vibes to it as far as color goes. So you can see I'm looking, oh, I need to put a card on the back of this flip up, which I always forget to do because that's where I like to do the journaling. So I use this one. It just says the story of today, and then I'm going to be able to journal on it diagonally, which is super cool. Definitely different. So once I have the journaling done and I have the flip up created, I just want to figure out a really simple way to embellish the series of photos underneath the card, which is journaling about Steam Night and just how busy the day was. So, yeah, I'm going to use the washi on the front. This is a picture of Nora after we just completed making a circuit, which was super cool. It was like this special Play-Doh. It wasn't Play-Doh, but looked like Play-Doh. And just some different wires and lights, and they change color based on how you followed the instructions and what color dough you used. It was really cool. And then there's a picture of me helping Nora that someone took, and then someone else took this photo of me showing all the kids what to do at one of the stations. And then the photo of Nora on the playground at the end of the Steam Night. And then this super cute kitty picture, Snuggles, that I got to have. It was a very rare thing because he usually does this, like we do this on a Saturday morning, but this was like Thursday or Friday. So I wanted to document that. I got to have little extra kitty Snuggles because Nora, for whatever reason, ended up, I don't know if she slept in or what happened. By sleep in, I mean sleep past 6:30. So, but I was glad to be able to document that little story for the week. And then I end up like wanting to use this super cute kitty die cut from a different Studio Calico. Actually, it might even be from the Studio Calico collection. But I punched it out and made it tinier, and I like it much better. And then I just use my craft knife to cut a hole so that I can have the flip up be on the back side of this page protector, which is just a little hack that I like to use. And then I'm done with that half, so then I'm going to move on to the second one. Here we go. This is a story, this 4x6 photo that I made in the Diptyque app is of our Friday together. Nora wanted to get subs, and she can only have the gluten-free bread at Jersey Mike's. So she got an Italian sub, which is her favorite, and that was her first bite because she'd been craving subs all week. And then I took her to 16 Handles to get some frozen yogurt. And then we came back and got ready for bed, and we played dolls, which is something she's super into right now, her baby doll Molly. And then you saw that I trimmed down that label. Again, they can be as big or as small as you'd like. And I journaled a little bit on it and stamped. I love that 3x4 stamp set, but I go to my new stamp set from Studio Calico. And I think it's about, let me see what it's called. Hold on a second. Okay, it's called, I don't know what, but it's it's by In a Creative Bubble for Studio Calico. I want to say it's something like on the menu or like I don't know, but it's all about food in your hometown, which we eat out every week. So I knew I needed to get this stamp set when they had their sale. And I just stamped happy to be a repeat customer and then put a little stamp of the ice cream there with the frozen yogurt. And then that other photo, the 3-tiered photo, but on a 3x4 size, is of our Saturday adventure to my husband had gotten home and took a red eye, and we went right to my cousin's daughter's first birthday party. So Nora and her cousin are on the trampoline like blow up that my cousin rented, and that's a picture of them through that I took through the mesh, which is why it's funny looking. And then a picture of us singing happy birthday to Emerson, and then the rainbow that we saw on the way. So and then I stamped the date. Yay, I stamped the date. And then before I do my journaling, I try to embellish. So then the next day was Sunday, and it was Nora's dance recital. And it was a really, like, we had so many people there, which is really nice because typically it's just my husband and I. But in this case, her friend got dropped off to her house and stayed with us, came in the car with us. And then her two gym teachers and her main teacher came. My mom came in our car, and then her friend and her friend's auntie came as well. So there was a lot of us. Like we took up almost a whole row for her, which was really exciting. And I was really happy to be able to give that to her. And I used this new to me dancer stamp set from Studio Calico, another sale purchase. So I stamped recital and little ballerina and then the little ballet shoes. And this is Nora and her friend Alana, who have been friends since they were 2. And every year we take a picture of them after their recitals. So it's just amazing to go back and look and see how much they've grown and just the different costumes and all of that. So super cute. Love that photo. And the black and white one is the photo of Nora with all the people. In fact, this year we were so busy with all taking pictures of her with all of her guests. Matt and I did not get a photo with her, but that's okay. I'd much rather have these photos. So I stamped a little bit on that black and white photo, and then I'm going to use one of these labels here, and I think I go with the red. Yep. And I just picked the one that says photos, sorry, plural, which makes sense. And then I'm going to figure out how I want to embellish this picture because after the recital, we took the girls to Chipotle, which is Nora's excited face there that she's like at her little table with her friends eating outside. And I just stamped craving satisfied because she had been craving Chipotle for sure. And then I just stamped this last one that says dine in. And I think I put a little puffy sticker on it somewhere. Yep, this taco. So funny, but so appropriate, right? So I'm going to stick it to this computer paper because this is intended for a 4x6 photo, and this trick is from Leilani Scraps and Plans. Trim it up and then figure out how I'm going to embellish this super pretty floral card, which ties in all the main colors that I used throughout the week. So I don't want to cover up too much of it because I think this one little card really does tie everything together. So I end up using I'm like, wait a minute, weren't there chipboard pieces that came with this kit? And sure enough, there were these gorgeous nested chipboard frames. And I end up using the one that says the simplest life, things in life are the sweetest. And I was going to leave it, but then I was like, no, I need another gummy bear sticker. Let me put it here. Super random, but also not because it's punny because sweetest. Get it? Gummy bear, sweetest. Okay. And then I'm going to journal on this card. And I just use my Tombow Twin Tone marker to letter in Saturday and Sunday and do the journaling for those 2 days. And that'll be it for this process video. So I will come back and talk to you in real time. Hey friends, so here is the finished spread for week 20. Forgive my congestion. I just did the voiceover and I know I sound like a man. I'm just gonna do a silent video here with close-ups and let me know if you have any other questions. Here we go. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, everyone. I hope you have a great week. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any of my content. And I will see you in the next one. Take care, friends, and remember that you are enough. Bye.